Hey everybody, Shells here from S&K Soaps, and today I'm going to get back to the business of some cold process soap. I've been making several batches of hot process, so I watched some soaping videos and it just made me want to get back to making a bar or two of cold process. So this video I'm going to do tropical white ginger. I'm just going to do one loaf of that one, and then I'm also going to do a cold process loaf of yummy blueberry. And so how these are going to be in the pot swirls, both of them. And so I should have about 9 bars of each when I'm done. And then I also have going in the background right here in my crock pot a double batch of hot process soap, which will be a separate video that I'll upload. So we'll talk about that one when I film that. So anyway, so what I have to do right now is I just have my oil in the bowl, and then I'm getting ready to add in my lye water and give it a blend. And I don't really want to stir that much because I'd like to be able to, you know, have a nice swirl in it. So here goes nothing. I might edit out some of the stick blending and stuff later, but for now I'm just going to kind of let it go. So who knows? I'm going to talk anyways. It's been a long day at work, so the husband's at band practice tonight. What better thing to do than kind of hang out in the kitchen and soap, and it's quiet and everything like that. So let me go ahead and get that out of there. Get some paper towels real quick. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is add the lye to this. This is the double batch, and then I'll split it off into these whenever I'm done getting that done, and then I'll kind of, hopefully I won't make a big mess and get a bunch of accelerated soap. I don't know, it happens to me a lot, but when I did my coconut lime verbena soap, it sure did get really thick really fast, but I honestly edited out a lot of stick blending, but I think I way blended too much. So anyway, I'm going to get my gloves back on so I can get busy. And I've already got my safety goggles on, so I'm getting ready to pour the lye. So got that right here, and I'm just going to give that a quick pour in. Hope this bowl's big enough. I think it will be. Okay, and a quick rinse on my bowl. Okay, so go ahead and give it a quick stir around. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick blend for a little bit. Just got a little bit more to get incorporated in there. Trying to get a good look at it before I actually decide to pour it off here. Got a lot of bubbles. I'm going to give it just one more little buzz, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour it off. Alright, I think that's going to be good. I'd rather call it good because I can see that everything is mixed in. It's kind of probably hard to see that. That's just bubbles on the top. So what I'm going to try to do is mix in some of the colors and things by hand. Oops. Almost drug my entire camera off the thing. Okay, so here rest in here, and then we'll see if I need to even that up a little bit. It's a nice liquid soap powder. I like that. That's what I'm going for here. Alright, let's get everything out of the bowl. And here's where the interesting part is. So I'm going to set one of them aside while I work on the first one, and then do the second one. As soon as I even them up, that is. A little more in that one. Still just a little bit more. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to set one aside, and then this one, I'm going to get the fragrance in here. So, the first one I'm going to do is the Tropical White Ginger, and it smells really good. Okay, so in with that. Just going to really try to mix as much as I can by hand. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one is, I've got some, I don't know if you can see that. It's orange, and then here I've got some, in this dish I have mint green mica, and so I will drop swirl those into the white. I'm going to add some titanium dioxide to this. And I think that fragrance is mixed in okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some of that into this dish with the orange, and then some into the green. Okay, we'll give these a mix here. See how our colors look. Ooh, this one's really pretty. Don't know if you can see that really well, but that's the orange. And then over here, that really pretty green. Ooh, that's pretty. That's the mint green. And I think what I'm going to do is behaving very nicely, actually. I've gotten fragrance oils and scents and essential oils from so many different suppliers, so I'd like to just find a couple of good suppliers that I like. I really like the fragrances I got from the last go around, so I'll set those two aside. I'm going to put some TD in this one. It's my titanium dioxide, and I want to save about half of that for the next one, so I shouldn't take too terribly much of that to give it a whitish color. I might have to give that a quick stick blend, and I mean quick. So that off a little bit. Alright. Not much on this one because of the fragrance, but I'm going to get that titanium in there. Alright. That's all you get, buddy. Okay, that's a lot better. See that white? Okay. That's what we're going for. Well, hang on, I'll show you. Okay, so now we have like white. So this one's kind of ready to go. So I'm going to get a plain container, empty kind of just bowl, and this is where I'm going to pour the white. I don't really like to pour from that real big tall thing if I can help it, and I think it'd be prettier if I can get it spread out a little bit more too. I've never done it before and had success with really pretty pours like you see, so I learned a little bit earlier. Like I said, I'm constantly researching other people and how they make soap and how I can better make my soap. And so I watched a lady who had an amazing technique, and her soaps were to die for. They were just beautiful. So hopefully I learned a little something from her, and I can't remember her name right off the top of my head, but it was a new soaper that I hadn't seen before. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and drop these colors in here and then give it a pour into the mold. So I'm going to start with orange, and I'm just going to kind of pour that in over here. Pour the other half in over here. Knock that out of there as much as I can. Okay. Now, over here, I'm going to, and I will not be swirling this like in the pot. I'm just going to do a straight pour, and I'm going to let the pot and the pour do the swirl. Just something I've been wanting to try without any like work, extra stuff. I just want to see how it pours and how it cuts and looks. So, you know, making soap is always a interesting thing to do because you learn so much each time you do it, especially when you've only been doing it for a couple of months like me. So anyway, what I've got in here are orange and orange, mint green and mint green, and I'm just going to pour. So let me bring my mold over here. And lucky mold number 1 right here. And I'll move this so you guys can see. I will actually pour right-handed this time. I notice I always pour left-handed for some reason, and I'm not left-handed at all, so I don't know why I do that, but not today. Okay, so anyways, I'm just going to pour back and forth and let it swirl itself. So here we go. Ooh, I like. Wow, look how full. Yikes. I don't want to move it. I'm not going to move it. Okay, I need to get another little mold because I have a lot of soap left over, so I'll be right back. Actually, I'll pause. I'll be right back.